You've got this one, looks like it's been hit. Here we've got a Cybertruck that has joined the party. Always great to see our buddies in the Cybertruck here. But then again, as you travel over to this section of it, quite a few of these Superchargers do look like they're down, which is not something I'm used to seeing. But again, there are so many stations here that it really doesn't matter. This is really a great stop. So that is it from Barstow. Next stop, hopefully Vegas.
Welcome to Bo Family EV. I hope you'll like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Let's go.
Good morning, guys. It's Sunday morning, and I'm getting ready to start my journey to Las Vegas in my 2022 Ford Lightning Standard Range. Should be a bit of an adventure, but I'm going to try to do it using only the Tesla charging network, so I've got my adapter ready. You can see we're starting off the morning with 241 miles of range. Obviously, that's not going to be the case once I'm at freeway speeds. I'm going to show you how I kind of figured out the navigation. I just went into the Charge Assist here in the app area, and I went and searched according to where the Tesla chargers were along my route. I'm going to look at going to Kettleman City to start with. And so here I've already got, you can see in my search results, we're going to go to Kettleman City, and then we're going to head down to Barstow, and we're just going to kind of continue the journey. As I selected all my places around the routes, it basically let me save them as favorites. So now once I actually go into the actual native navigation, they are going to be in here under my saved areas, and I'll just be able to go one at a time. Kettleman City, and then Barstow, and then I've got a backup plan for Mojave if I need it, and then I've got Henderson, Nevada. Now, if this doesn't work out as planned, of course I can slow down if I need to, or I also have a backup at Baker, which is an EA station. Not ideal for what I'm trying to do, but nonetheless, there it is. And then you can see over here, it's got the route plan. So I've got starting here in the Bay Area, down to Kettleman City, over here to Barstow. I've got a, Barstow is here. This is my backup here at Mojave if for some reason I'm not getting as efficient as I'd like to be. And then this is going to be the challenge here, because this is going to go all the way up to Henderson, Nevada, and it's uphill with a lot of elevation change. So this is going to be where the challenge happens, where I may have to stop at Baker. Fingers crossed I can make it the whole way. Either way, it's going to be a heck of a fun adventure, and we are on our way. We are approaching Kettleman City, and you can see it lowers the power down to about 55%. I've got 7 miles of range with 2 miles to go, and we are well on our way to staying on track with our plan. So next stop, Kettleman City. We'll charge up at the Tesla Superchargers there, use the restroom, grab some food, and check some emails, and then that will kind of wrap up first stage of the journey, and then we'll go on to the next stop. Hey guys, we're here at Kettleman City. We've arrived with 7 miles of range left, so right on plan. And we are here at the Tesla Supercharger. We are going to use our NACS to CCS adapter. I've also signed up for the membership for the month so that I can get a discounted rate as I'm doing this journey to Vegas and back. And so it should be as simple as plugging it in, activating it on the phone, and then getting ourselves charged up. Then I'll head over, grab some food, use the facilities, that kind of thing, check my email, and then by the time all that's done, hopefully it's charged up and ready to go for leg number 2. So we've got our Ford and Tesla partnership NACS to CCS adapter here. We're just going to take the charge handle, plug it right in, simple and easy. And then we're going to plug this into our charge port. And then we use the Tesla mobile app to just go to charge up. It's going to bring right up here Kettleman City, where I'm at now. And it's going to give me the option to charge here. 52 of 55 stalls are available. And then I just select the pedestal number. In this case, this is an ideal pedestal because it's turned at 90 degrees, makes it really easy to charge the Lightning up and pull right in. This one is number 11A. So we're going to slide over to 11A and select that and then start charging. So we've hit the button and it's already got my payment and everything saved in the system. So now we just wait to see if we can hear the charger ramp up. And then once it does, we know we're good to go. I'll check the charge speeds. Most I've ever seen is around 160, which is really solid for the F150 standard range. So I can hear now the charger is starting to ramp up now. Not sure if it's going to pick that up on the microphone. And then we're going to check, and right away it's already up to 135 kilowatts. We'll see. We know that with the F-150, it gets about a 10-minute boost. And then after that, it's going to drop off a little bit closer to 120. Already we're up to 141 kilowatts now. And so that's really positive to see. That's exactly what we're hoping for. And that's one of the great things about the Tesla network. Charge it in, plug it in, first time, no problem, no derating, no problem, obviously, with capacity here at the Supercharger. And it's already up now to 144 kilowatts and climbing. So really reliable, really fantastic. Couldn't ask for anything more. So shout out Jim Farley, Elon Musk, the whole team at Ford and Tesla who made this possible. Couldn't really do this with Electrify America. I'd done a trip down to Southern California to Long Beach earlier this year and literally had a problem at every single stop I went to. So already this is off to a fantastic beginning. So more to come. Thank you guys for checking us out and tuning in. Okay, so I did end up stopping here in Mojave at the Superchargers. They are ramped up to 154 kilowatts, so just going to give it a little bit of a boost here. That's going to get me over to Barstow, which is a much larger Supercharger. I was hoping to make it all the way through, but that just clearly wasn't going to happen as I started to get elevation changes and the temperature was higher there, so I turned the air conditioner on. And only really options there would have been to charge to 100% at Kettleman City, which would have taken a long time to go from 90 to 100, or to slow it way down on the freeway, which again didn't make any sense. So went ahead and made the stop here, but it was good to kind of push it and see exactly what I could do with the standard range. So just a quick stop here in Mojave, giving it a little boost, and then back on our way to Barstow. So we'll talk to you there. To Barstow, and it is 94 degrees here and windy. Fortunately, it does have a really cool setup with all these overhangs, but there's quite a few supercharger stations down. Now, I did get 163 kilowatt hours coming out of the Supercharger, which is an all-time high for me with the standard range Lightning. That was really cool to see. And the GPS is telling me I can make it from here all the way to Vegas without stopping in Henderson. So I'm going to give that a shot. Of course, I know that I can stop in Henderson. I've also got the Baker option, which it doesn't look like I'm going to need. We'll see how accurate the GPS is when I'm actually on the road. And we'll see what this wind does to me, because right now this wind is really strong. On the way here, it really helped me. I was going 75 miles an hour, AC on, and still getting 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour, which is absolutely remarkable. So hopefully that continues on the way into Vegas. That would certainly be great for my range. And then that would be awesome, just to have my next stop be the hotel. So that's the goal. And if we have to adjust, we'll adjust. But from here in Barstow, everything is windy as heck. And there are a bunch of AC destination chargers behind me here. And then everywhere else here, you'll see when I flip this around, there are just a bunch of supercharger stations, including here at Barstow. They have these pull-throughs, which are perfect for someone who has a trailer or a truck like the Lightning. There are quite a few of these stations that are down. You can see they've got the charge handle up top. Over here, you've got this one, looks like it's been hit. Here we've got a Cybertruck that is joined the party. Always great to see our buddies in the Cybertruck here. But then again, as you travel over to this section of it, quite a few of these superchargers do look like they're down, which is not something I'm used to seeing. But again, there are so many stations here that it really doesn't matter. But there you can see the Cybertruck is pulling in to one of these pull-throughs, which is perfect for that vehicle. Also would be perfect for my Lightning. And this is really a great stop. So that is it from Barstow. Next stop, hopefully Vegas.
So in this leg of the journey, we're going 75 miles an hour, slightly uphill, 94 degrees outside with the AC on, and I'm getting 2.8 miles per kilowatt hour, which is unheard of for a vehicle the size of the Lightning. Typically, if I was going this speed at this, temperature, I'd be getting somewhere around 1.7, maybe 1.8 at best. But because I've got a strong wind pushing me at my back, it's helping me along and really giving me a lot of efficiency right now, which is really cool. So that's one of the things you got to learn about an EV, is that when you're driving, it's not as simple as understanding when your range, the way it would be for a gas vehicle. At high speed, your efficiency lowers. Going uphill, the efficiency lowers. High temperatures, you're using your AC. Low temperatures, you're using your heater. All of these things impact range. But in this situation, the one thing that you love is when the wind is helping you. Of course, it works in reverse. If the wind is pushing against you, it does the opposite.
All right, guys. Well, after a little bit of a distraction and driving around Vegas, we have arrived here at the hotel. And just like we started, we'll be charging on Tesla charging network equipment. So right behind me are Tesla destination chargers. We'll be able to plug in and wake up with a full charge, just like we do at the house. This wraps up our journey. All told, it was about a 12-hour drive. Saw charger speeds of 163 kilowatts, which is the fastest I've ever experienced. Every charger worked. Nothing was derated. It was a great drive. I knew what I was getting myself into. It's not the quickest way to get here, but if I wanted that, I would have taken a jet. All in all, I just enjoyed the journey and seeing that my standard range Lightning could make it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming along with me.